Okay, I'm very glad we can talk today with Gary Vaynerchuk, a serial entrepreneur, right?
That's right.
And could I describe you as a person who early and fast explore opportunities in the changing media landscape? Is it your key to success?
100%.
Back in 2005, what was it? What kind of opportunity was there at 2005?
In 2005 was YouTube.
YouTube.
It was really YouTube. It was, I saw it in 2005. I started the wine show in 2006, but it was, I mean, and this is why I started documenting my life. Like to be in the office at Wine Library, look at YouTube for the first time, and then within, I don't know, 25 seconds, looking at Eric Kastner, who was my partner in crime on the tech side, saying, this is going to change the world. That would be a nice clip to have right now to show, you know, because it happened. And so if you're asking specifically about 2005, which is a fun way to start this interview, in 2005 it was YouTube. And it was, and I apologize.
Google AdWords?
Google AdWords were
2003.
Earlier. Yeah, that was more 2002, 1,
Buying
3.
keywords for pennies? Yeah.
Yes, that, no question, one of the core foundations, and there was a lot, but when I talk about marketing and what I'll do today, listen, work ethic, being a good salesman, being a good manager, there was a lot of reasons why Wine Library worked. Being knowledgeable about wine, there was a lot of reasons why it worked. But for marketers, the reason that it worked was buying Google AdWords when it was grossly underpriced. And the passion that I'll bring on stage today to make everybody do influencer marketing, Instagram and Facebook ads is predicated on that chapter.
Okay, so fast and early, but not too fast?
You know, very fast.
Yeah.
And early, but early is different than predicting.
Okay.
Or guessing.
It's already happening, yeah.
Correct. I think back to when Vine came out. There was a couple other things that came out. Peach. I don't know if you remember Peach, the social network that was out for like a few minutes. Recently, what was that?
Oh yeah.
God, I'm trying to think about that thing that everybody tried to make hot for like one day. And Ovo, maybe? Vero, thank you. Vero was a really good one because Vero came out about a year and a half ago, 9 months ago, and this was the first time something came out that got hot when I was this new version of myself, which is at a higher level than I had been. And it was an opportunity for me to show people what I'm about, which is so many people jumped and said it's the next best thing because they're guessing. Because if they guess and it becomes the next best thing, they can point to it. I'm more proud that you can't point to me being wrong than that you can point to me being right.
Yeah.
So I'm thoughtful, but I'm fast. I'm early and fast. But to your point, it needs to have done something already. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to jump on something and say this is the next big thing. You know, I got so much accolades for being early on Snapchat in the marketing business world. I'd watched it for a year and a half after it already happened before I said one word. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't fast in reality, but for marketing and business, it was very early.
Yeah. And today, let's say from perspective of East European businessman who would like to scale up, go global, what should be on his radar, her radar to, you know?
I think she or he needs to think about a couple things. First of all, I think one of the most interesting things about Poland, and I'll probably speak about it today, is that Twitter doesn't work here. I see that as a huge opportunity, not as a negative. I mean, I almost want to move here and live here just to build up Twitter because it would work and whoever the 35 people that got together to do it would disproportionately win. So that's interesting. And then obviously what I most believe in, because that would be more risky and something to have fun with, I think, you know, it blows me away how underpriced Facebook ads are in Poland. They're just unbelievably underpriced because this market's behind and Facebook's a marketplace. I could make myself so unbelievably famous in Poland in 9 months if I spent $2,000 a week on Facebook and Instagram ads in Poland. A, because I was born in Belarus and the context would matter. B, because the media is so underpriced. And C, because 90% of the people in this audience don't believe how powerful it is.
Yeah, but to go global from Poland?
Well, the best way to go global is first to win your own market.
So let's assume that we already won our market.
Great. Then do exactly what I just said.
Cool.
You know, like, I mean, it's really interesting though, right? I think I've been able to go global very easily Because I run ads in countries on Facebook and Instagram because they're underpriced.
Okay. In one of your film, you have said that if such a big company like Toys R Us had gone bankrupt, what could happen in the next 5 years will surprise us. So you think that like the biggest changes are in front of us, or just because
the biggest changes are always in front of us.
Yeah.
Because we're accepting what we have now.
Yeah.
Like we think Tesla and Google and Netflix and Facebook are big now.
Yeah, but maybe they just the beginning, really.
But everything I just mentioned, I'm 42. All of them didn't exist when I started WineLibrary.com. Facebook, Google, Tesla, and Netflix did not exist when I started my professional career. Didn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand what like IBM, Woolworths, GE, all these things. There's things go up and things go down. I don't understand how people think everything's going to stand still. It never stands still. People don't, actually, I'm saying it wrong. People don't think that things will stand still. They hope that things will stand still when they're doing well.
Yeah.
If you have an influencer platform that's crushing it on the back of Instagram's execution, and Instagram either A, becomes irrelevant the way MySpace did, or B, decides to build the same platform because they're sitting on the equity, you become vulnerable. So Basha's got to be strategic about where she goes with her company. People are just short-term thinkers on everything. Instant gratification, short-term relationships, short-term money. I'm not. And since if you live, it's always smarter to think long-term, it's the right strategy. If somebody wants to go global from here, it's very easy. It's called Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube. But are you good enough? Do you know how to run the ads? Do you know how to put the content inside the distribution? Do you understand the nuances of Southeast Asia? I watch people try to go global all the time. American businessmen and women trying to go global in China makes me laugh so much because they're so naive of what communism means, right? You guys, this is probably the funniest thing I could talk about on stage is for especially people that are 40 and older in the crowd, was when all the Americans tried to come here after, the wall fell. Like, they don't understand the nuances of the culture. I got very lucky by not being born in America, so I understood the discrepancy between Eastern European culture and American culture, which then taught me, oh shit, every culture is different. That means Indian culture is different. That means Australian culture is different. Even the culture, do you know how different the culture is in the United Kingdom and London and America? What about the culture of New York versus LA? Let me make it very simple. LA people are lazy compared to New Yorkers. And I say that mainly because I want to run this clip and get everybody mad at me. But it's true. Like LA business, I watch my employees move from New York to the LA office, still at VaynerMedia, and not hustle as hard. Culture matters. Because in LA, you go to yoga at 5:30.
And in New York?
You fucking work.
Yeah, that's good. Same in Poland. Influencers.
Yes.
Hot or not?
Very hot.
Very hot.
And haven't even started.
Okay, so it's like everything in front of us.
On that one, yes.
Yeah, and influencers at this moment are rushing to like monetize their reach. What kind of advices could you give to influencers? How to monetize? How to develop?
That's a great question. I think you have to monetize very carefully. What I mean by that is influencers today, and let's call it what it is, YouTube, Instagram, they do something that brings value to an audience, and whether that's being pretty or funny or informational, they do something that works. It brings people to them. They say, oh shit, now I can make money, and they completely change their behavior. Now it all becomes about them, not about their audience. Everything was about their audience, thus they built an audience, and then it switches because now they want to sell, they get $3 referral fee for every detox tea, or they're getting $8,000 from this sneaker. So you have to be very thoughtful of the balance when you start trying to monetize. And that's why I wrote Jab, 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 Right Hook. It was trying to give people a framework back in 2011 of like, if you're going to monetize, you have to still give, and then you ask. I mean, I give so much, more than anybody by a long country mile, and yet somebody on Twitter yesterday was mad that I asked people to sign up for the wine project that I got coming. They were mad at me. They're like, see, Gary's. And I'm like, man, if I'm going to get pushback, fuck.
long-tail brands. Is a long-tail brands like a niche cosmetics niche a solution for influencers?
100%. Very bullish. Yeah. The internet changed everything. And we have not yet, even 20 years into the modern internet, 25 years into the modern internet, humans have not figured out how big the internet is.
So even if there is like monopolies, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, Google, long-tail brands.
For now.
But long-tail brands, they will survive or not yet?
They grew from the...
Yeah, exactly.
They grew from Amazon and Facebook. Long-tail brands didn't exist when it was Walmart, Tesco, Sainsbury. Long-tail brands are growing from the monopoly of these internet companies because Facebook and Amazon are platforms.
Yeah.
Walmart and Tesco are closed gardens.
So we have a renaissance of product. Yeah? So product, again, is very important. Not the distribution, not a huge budget finance, but a real product connected to a person.
Product always matters. If your yogurt tastes like shit, it doesn't matter if everybody buys it, because when they taste it, they'll never buy it again. So the product always matters. But distribution matters tremendously.
But now it's easy. You have like Amazon and...
Why do you think it's important?
Yeah, but it's easier. Yeah, like 20 years ago, can I go to Germany? No.
What happened is distribution changed.
Yeah, change.
To the benefit of every entrepreneur in the world.
Even small one.
100%.
Yeah.
Procter & Gamble and Kraft and Coca-Cola won because they had more money, and you never were going to be able to get enough money to get them to not control the shelf at Walmart and Kmart and ShopRite. Now, with Amazon and Facebook, you need no money to start the ability to distribute and get awareness, which is incredible.
Okay, last question or?
Yep, last question.
Voice.
Yes, I like it.
Should we buy Alexa? Because we...
Should you buy an Alexa?
Yeah.
Of course. What the
Exactly.
fuck? That's like asking somebody if they should buy a cell phone 10 years ago, and some people said no.
To hear it.
Every single human being on Earth should own an Alexa or Google Home tomorrow, because it's just like not buying a cell phone in 2004.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.